I grew up in New Delhi in that loud, fast, bustling environment. The ambition in that city really pushes you to be the best you can be.
Sat Sri Akal ji. An idea can change your life and that of many others. So I'm joined by someone who came up with an idea with a bunch of other guys in 2021 and started a fintech platform, a new startup. It was an incredible endeavor on his part. Meet Harjas Singh. He's originally from Delhi, my city, and now he is a co-founder of Shares.
As a kid, I was fascinated by tech and gadgets. It's the reason I can speak with my parents in India in the mornings and my sister in the US at night.
You see, your platform aims to make investment more accessible to everybody. So tell us something about the features, the extraordinary features and innovations that differentiate it from other fintech platforms.
Absolutely. So let me give you a historical context on the space and the platforms. Most of the fintech investing platforms have been single player platforms. What I mean by that is when you sign up to the platform, you're by yourself. You need to make investment decisions by yourself. And a lot of people are not educated enough about the space to decide on what investments to make. This is a major problem, especially as fintech and investment spaces continue to grow. We hear a lot of feedback. People don't know where to start. With Shares, we have built the first social investing platform. By social, we mean that you can make friends on the platform. Like Instagram, like Twitter, you can follow people who have much more knowledge and education than you and see how they're investing. So we try to solve the education problem by making investment social. And that's where Shares come. Shares is the first social investing platform in Europe.
Technology makes life easier, and I love that. It was always a world I was going to be a part of. It was only after working in finance for several years that I first started investing. Trading wasn't easily accessible back then, and I wasn't sure where to start. I remember wondering if I was doing the right thing or making the right decisions. I felt like there was nowhere I could go to connect and learn with people like myself.
Do you think that fintech can really democratize money?
Absolutely. So if we look at how investment used to be done, it was only accessible to the 1%. People in the financial space, people in hedge funds, these were the only folks that were allowed to access the capital markets. But with the advent of technology and platforms like Shares, anyone can sign up on the platform and invest with as little as £1. So you don't need to have a big bank balance to start. It is possible for you to just invest with £1 with Shares.
And now that brings me to the point of social engagement. Social engagement is a key component of fintech platforms. So how do you integrate that component in Shares?
So like every social platform, there are two sides to the network. One side of the network is the people who are the experts, people who understand the space better than anyone else. And the second side of the network is regular users who go to the platform, gain knowledge to understand how the space works. The reason for our success has been that we have cracked the core component of each side of the network. So initially, we have some experts who have been carefully selected by our platform, who understand the investing space like no other. Their performance metrics are visible on the platform. So when regular retail investors join, they are immediately able to see the performance of how these traders and experts invest. When these two sides come together, the natural engagement loop starts to kick off and it becomes a flywheel. So as each prolific investor increases, new investors come, they right away are able to get value from the platform. And this is how the platform becomes much more engaging.
What are the markets that you cover?
So currently, in terms of assets, we offer US stocks and ETFs. We offer European stocks, and we also offer ETFs. ETFs are exchange-traded funds. These funds are basically baskets of stocks and are easier for investors to invest in on a regular basis. We also offer cryptocurrencies on our platform, which, as you might have seen recently, they are the talk of the town. So we offer a very broad variety of assets on the shares platform.
So different markets. So the challenges that you faced when you scale these markets?
Right. So when we started the platform, we focused on just one jurisdiction,
Which was?
the United Kingdom. So the UK was allowed us to access the financial markets very quickly because they offer an easier regulatory regime for startups to launch. So we launched there. It was almost our testing plan because the UK is very similar to the US in terms of access to capital markets, knowledge for capital markets. So it allowed us to launch very quickly and test our product and see what works, what doesn't. We made lots of mistakes, but eventually we were able to figure out what works for our product in the best possible way. Later on, we got authorized in the French jurisdiction. Once we got our French regulated license, we are able to operate in entire Europe. That regulation then allows us to launch the product in all European countries.
I co-founded Shares to create that community I was missing. It's about making personal investment inclusive, community-powered, and accessible to everyone. When investment goes social, everything will change. I'm Harjas, and I'm co-founder and chief product officer at Shares.
So my last question to you. Looking ahead, what are your plans as a CPO of Shares for the product development in the next 2-3 years?
Absolutely. And I'm proud to announce that we have just launched a brand new product called Shares Pro. We had a big launch party in Paris that I just came back from, and we're targeting the financial advice and wealth management space. The problem we're solving is that a lot of the wealth managers don't have a modern platform to work with. They are still stuck in the past. They're managing lots of funds, but the platforms they're using are slow and are incredibly frustrating from a user experience standpoint. It takes many days and weeks to onboard new
User
users.
experience is very important.
It's extremely important.
Extremely important.
And we received a lot of feedback, and they wanted a custom platform where they can onboard clients quickly, customize fees, and have many more tax efficient products in the solution. So I personally have designed and now focused on launching and scaling the Shares Pro in not only France, but all over Europe and soon in the UK as well.
Great. Harjas Singh, you joined us. We wish you all the best, and thank you so much for your time on the Punjab Feed.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Pleasure.